Hello everyone and welcome to ES Repair again. I'm your host, WhizKid. Today I'm going to show you how to set the magneto, and the magneto is what works your spark plug and makes it fire. It produces a high voltage because the magnets on the flywheel spinning around. And it goes to a coil, which in turns that voltage into a very high voltage to set off your spark plug, which ignites your gas in the piston chamber. This is the same on all motors, whether it be a Briggs, Ryobi, Weed Eater, that motor, chainsaw motor, push motor, and no matter who the manufacturer, the horsepower is. Whether it be a twin cylinder, 8 horse, 12 horse, single cylinder, they're all the same. They all have the coil and they've all got to be set properly. You first want to start by removing your cover, like I've done here to expose everything. Some of your push motors, especially older ones, have a little governor here. It's like a little air baffle thing like this. It flaps sitting out according to motor speed, air off the motor flywheel fans. This here isn't a governor. All this is just a air deflector. You want to start the boats. Some of your boats that take your shroud off may have 2 here and 2 down here, or may have 1 here like this one does and 2 down here. It all depends on what kind of motor it is. Then when you get there, you have to find whatever size takes your magnetos off. There are boats that hold your magnetos. Maybe a 1/4 or a 5/16. It all depends on what motor it is and if anybody's changed them. This one here is a 5/16, but they've been changed. Let's do it from the... Remember, you have to remember too how that goes. And some of them can be a pain to get off. And this one is going to be a pain, because it's sitting on there so long and out in the weather.
Experiencing technical difficulties.
But now, usually it come off a lot easier than that, but this one's been out in the weather. And that's one of the side effects of having your small engines out in the weather. But see how these are all, this is an electronic coil since it doesn't have a wire that goes on the flywheel to the point. This is an 89 model motor, but see how it's all rusted up? There's 2 ways you can do it. You can take a piece of sandpaper, sand them off, or get your pair of safety glasses, like I do, and go to a wire brush and dry it off. You want to make sure both ends here are clear or clean, and if your coil has one of them, make sure it's clean there too. Most of them nowadays just have these two. This is an older model electronic coil. Then take your piece of sandpaper and sand your magnets off. And you can find the magnet by sticking metal in there, track it, there's your magnet. Some motors have two spots on the flywheel that looks like a magnet. Just take your sandpaper or a wire brush. Then what I do is I'll take my carburetor cleaner a little bit, spray on the magnet to help clean them off, then dry them off.
That's a spot.
It does no good to go all the way around the flywheel and clean because there's no magnets, except for cosmetics. It'll help it look better. But at the same time I do it so that there's no pieces or anything that can get stuck when it comes around and catch between the magneto and the flywheel. Like some dirt getting there and jammed up. Well, they kind of don't get pretty, they kind of run over it. The magnet part is what you want to get pretty. I just do this to knock some of the rust off so they can't get caught between the magneto and the flywheel and dirty it up. You don't have to have a real rough grit. You don't want a real fine grit to do this anyway. I mean, a fine grit is better than no sandpaper. A rough grit is better than none. About a medium will work. I guess about 80. See now, I went all the way around. Go back, I guess, over the magnet again. Then what you want to do, take some compressed air, it's strong, blow all off and when you do the blowing, right here, blow down under your flywheel, get any dirt or anything that could be under there. This is especially important if your motor has a charging system under there to charge the battery if it's got an electric start on it. Because your ring that does your charging is under there, your magnets and your ring. So you want to make sure there's nothing in there that can catch and break a magnet off, lock the motor up, or mess the charging up. And you want to blow these coils out. Make sure these fins are cool to help keep your motor steady. And on your top, kind of the same thing. Blow it out real good. Make sure you wear safety glasses when doing that too. Stop flying dirt and blowing in your eye. Now we're ready to reassemble. Take your coil. And another note that I forgot to say, is I clean this kill wire place off here. This is your kill wire. This is also how you can test your magneto. Unplug it, then turn your motor over. If it starts, then you know the reason your motor isn't starting is on the kill side or something to short the coil out. But if you disconnect this, then it's on its own, and if it don't start then, no spark, then you know your coil's bad. Okay, now we're ready for reassembly. Attach the kill wire back. And let it come off. Careful not to break anything. Okay. Remember when you put these on, a lot of them have something on here, like where it says here, this side out. I know you can't read it, but most coils have that on there. Turn the motor away from you, the flywheel, so you don't get the magnets. Pulling it. Get your bolt through. Start it. Stick the other bolt through. Start it. Then you kind of run them up by finger tight or snug, but leave it where your magnets move. Don't forget your air baffle. Like I said, run them up snug. Then what you do is you take a regular business card, pull up on your coil.
That better not be mine.
It is.
Oh, I see how you are now. Using my business card.
Then hold it. Your card. Sometimes that ain't easily done. Turn your motor, pull it to fly magnet. Pull it down on its own. You might put a little pressure on it. Make sure it's snug. The reason air gap is so important is if it's too far apart, it won't pick up the magnetism off the magnets on the flywheel and make the proper voltage. And if you get it too close, it can affect the voltage. There's also, it can rub your flywheel and damage both of them. Then when you get it set like that, tighten it up really good. Be careful not to strip nothing or break the bolt, because if you do, you're in trouble. But you want to tighten it enough where it can't come loose. Then rotate it and get this card out. And there you go. And reattach your spark plug wire, but for safety's sake, leave that undone. Take that off first and put it on very last to get the cover off. And take it off first before you take the cover off. Then you just put your top back on and reassemble everything. And then put your plug wire back on. And sometimes, depending on if it's got a spring in there or a little clip or what kind it's got, or round like this. There. You might need to take your pair of pliers, squeeze it together a little bit, make it stay on better. Make sure that's good and tight. You push it on till you hear a click, and there you go. The motor should be ready to start.
Oh, it works.